Alright, guys, here's my daily check in. So, I've been reading some more of this book, listening to more of this audio book, Mastering the Attitude of Achievement. Um, some of the things that I talked about yesterday was the beliefs and the perceptions, the beliefs and how that affects your perception of life and everything around you. And I was kind of focusing on the external aspects of it, like my example was school. Now, I know that there's a lot of internal stuff that goes along with this as well. The beliefs about yourself. What do you believe about yourself? Do you believe um, that you're not very good at something? Do you believe that maybe you have a bad memory, or you believe that you're just never going to amount to something? Just negative beliefs like that. And if you do believe those things, how much is that holding you back? What all could that be holding you back from? So that's one of the things that prevented me from making this channel, or following through with this channel, is because I was afraid that I guess I didn't have anything to offer. I was afraid of the exposure. I was afraid of failure. I believed that it just wasn't for me. Things like that. Well, I've changed those beliefs. I've been through a couple support groups and been involved with some support groups that have changed my understanding of that, changed my beliefs of that. So maybe I have something to offer now. I don't know. We'll find out. Another thing that I was thinking about with this belief stuff is towards other people. What are your beliefs about another person? And how does that affect your behavior towards that person? This actually reminds me of another audiobook that I've listened to. It's called Leadership. Oh my goodness. I think it's Leadership and Self-Deception. Yeah, here we go. Let me get it pulled up for you real quick without playing it, preferably. Yep. All right. Again, it's reversed. I need to figure that out. I'll do it. So that's the cover of the book in mirrored form. Sorry about that. So this book talks about how we tend to place labels on people, and we will act and behave according to those labels that we've placed on that person. For example, say I don't know. Say you're up to no good. You're a mischievous person. You get into some trouble. You've gotten into some trouble with the law, maybe things like that, and you encounter or come into contact with a police officer. You're probably going to treat that individual as the label, which it's an accurate label. They are a police officer. They have a job to do. But that's not all they are. And you might treat them with this ideals that, oh, I don't know, fill in the blank on that one yourselves. A lot of people have this negative outlook on officers, and they get, some of them are power hungry and take advantage and abuse their authority, but that's not all of them. In fact, that's not that many of them that do that. I've met quite a few officers in my young and dumb years when I was up to no good. And I don't know, I treated them with respect. I treated them as if they were just another person, because that's what they are. They're somebody else. They have their own struggles. They have their own strengths. They have their own faults, and they have their own virtues. The only difference in that circumstance was which side of the law they were on. Yeah, still got in trouble. Still got a ticket. Still got, a couple times got in trouble and got locked up. But I deserved it. Learned my lesson. But there was also a few times where probably should have gotten speeding tickets or something along those lines, and I was let off with a warning because I was respectful and they appreciated that. So I guess what I'm driving at here is maybe you have somebody in your life that you've placed this label or developed this belief about, and now you're acting a little cold towards that person. Maybe you're a little distant. Maybe, I don't know, you're a little unkind to that person. Think about that and see if you can identify any of those beliefs. For me personally, my most recent one is I'm going through a divorce right now. That's a pretty significant struggle. It's definitely been an eye opener for me. I've struggled with the anger and the resentment. I've struggled with the negative perception of my ex. And it's a battle. It really is. It's a battle. But I keep reminding myself I was at fault too. If anything, I would say I was probably more at fault, to be humble. Um, she's a person. Again, she has her own virtues, her own strengths, her own struggles and faults. I can't judge her for that. That's not my place. I can't judge her for the decisions that she made. I mean, I don't know. I still kind of don't know where I stand on that, if I'm honest. It's a struggle. It's a battle. It really is. But I know that if I treat her with any kind of negativity, and if I treat her with animosity, anger, resentment, all of these things, that's going to definitely, it's going to come out in my behavior. Other people are going to see that. My children are going to see that. She's going to see that. Probably going to cause her to react in a negative way towards me. Probably cause a negative belief or perception of me. Pretty much cause a negative feedback loop in a sense. So don't allow those feedback loops in your own life, if at all possible. And really think about things like that, and try to acknowledge that everyone is an individual. Their lives are just as complex, if not more, than yours. And use that information to really try to help yourself learn how to listen and pay attention to the other people. Um, don't rely on your own shallow, self-centered, maybe emotionally driven perceptions and beliefs of other people. Give them a chance. Give yourself a chance. That's what's been on my mind lately. All right, that's my time for today. Wish all of you the best. Pray that this world gets a little better. In a pretty bad spot right now. And be happy to hear some feedback if anybody ever sees these videos. I don't know, maybe do a chat sometime, online chat sometime. Bounce some ideas off of each other. That'd be pretty cool. But until next time. Good night, everybody.